What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones and I am back with another video. Today I'm talking my weekly sneaker rotation, so stay tuned.
Got a lot of things changing in my life. Hoping one day I'ma get it all right. Brother is engaged, about to start a new life. Yeah, I haven't had a chill day. Really wanna vibe, appreciate the moments. I've been creating, not scrolling. Mom and dad still supporting.
Alright, man, so I'm back with another video. Now, before I get too deep into this video, y'all already know what to do. Go and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you're new, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Alright, so let's dive into today's video. Just like I said in the intro, man, I am back with another weekly sneaker rotation. Now, this should be week 115 to the best of my knowledge. And if I'm wrong, feel free to correct the kid down in the comment section. Now, y'all already know I started this series off at the beginning of 2023. And here we are, we're all the way into 2025. Y'all wanted me to keep the numbers just moving forward. So I'm trying to do as many of these as I can. So pretty much, if you want to get a sneak peek of what I'm wearing throughout the week, sign up for that sold out Discord. The link should be pinned at the top of the comment section of the video. And it is free to sign up. Or of course, we continue that sneaker talk, but we got a food section, a sports section, a music section, you name it, right? Okay, in the community over there, we're small, pause, but we all stick together, man. It's one big happy family for the most part when we have our little debates back and forth, but definitely entertaining, right? But anyway, enough rambling. Let's just go ahead and get into this weekly sneaker rotation. Now, I usually end things off on a Friday, then pick right back up on Saturday. So Saturday, pretty much a kid had to pretty much run errands, man. And I did it in none other than a shoe that, honestly, I had tried to sell, but I mean, I really couldn't get what I want for it. But at the same time, I feel like I want to tax them, but I was getting low ball. But anyway, Saturday, I stepped in what I would like to call my beaters. And these is the regular Nike Dunks. And these are pretty much the, goldenrod, right? Okay, I definitely had a brain pause on this joint because actually these would they become your beaters? Sometimes you just forget them, but these are announced the goldenrods. I think I actually just went for these just because when they dropped on the sneakers app, really wasn't feeling them, but at the same time, I've always kind of been a sucker for the color yellow. Now this is more literally like a golden colorway, but it's still a shoe that it's nice to have where when it's rainy outside or something, like you don't want to wear your best stuff, you can wear something that, you know, you're not afraid that's gonna mess up. And these are actually pretty much in still good condition, even though the quality on these are maybe not the best, right? Okay, salute to Dunks. I think he actually inspired me to cop this shoe because he was going for him, but I think he didn't end up hitting, but then I end up hitting, but it be like that sometimes, right? Okay, but yeah, this was my beater shoe, something that, you know, I'm just running errands and trying to keep it simple, man. So this was my Saturday shoe, was the Nike Dunk Goldenrod. Cool, now we're gonna move right along to Sunday. The kid actually stayed at the crib. Pretty much Sunday, I try to have it as like my just prep throughout the weekday, prepare for going back to work, man. So I was at the house chilling, trying to be comfortable. Yeezy slides, pure colorway. These also could easily be considered my beaters. Something that, you know, obviously I think it's getting to the point where you can't even really clean them anymore, but I mean, at the same time, this is that around the house shoe somewhere if you need to step outside real quick just to go to the mailbox or this, that, and the third, even though I'm probably not going to it on a Sunday. This is still something where, you know, even if you walk the dog, so to speak, this is something that's probably good to just walk the dog in, or something if you just want to lounge around the house in or just be around the house. And when I say lounge around the house, I mean like you can be outside your house and still be considered like chilling. So this was my Sunday shoe, was a Yeezy slide, pure. I pay resale for these and I'm definitely gonna get my money's worth, right? Okay, so pretty much we're gonna move right along on to Monday, right back at the work. You know, the kid work a full-time job, so pretty much you guys probably already know that. Another shoe that I think I did a mall vlog on these, and this is the Air Jordan 13, and these are the playoff joints, right? Okay, this shoe holds sentimental value to me because I think, right, last time I had these, I was in like, I want to say I had to be like middle school or probably even elementary school, man, when these joints that came out. And then so when these finally came back out again, you know, for how many times they have, right, it's finally just touched a special place in my heart where I'm like, all right, I need these again. So pretty much this was my Monday shoe. Again, you can't really go wrong with a black and white shoe. And I will say this, the one thing about 13s people don't give it enough credit for, super duper comfortable no matter how you slice and dice it. High cut, but at the same time, keep in mind, it's a basketball shoe at the end of the day. That's what people need to keep in mind. But these are actually super duper comfortable. And this was my Monday shoe, was the Air Jordan 13 Playoffs. Cool, now we're gonna move right along on to Tuesday. The kid right back at the work. Again, y'all know I work a full-time job. A shoe that I also contemplate of selling, but end up keeping. But then again, I don't know. Sometimes I'll be on the fence about this shoe, but I told y'all, it's kind of one of my most, I think it's the second most silhouette in my collection, and it's the Air Jordan 12. And these is the University Gold colorway, or you can probably search like Gary Payton PE. Right, okay, this pretty much is kind of inspired off that shoe, or very much pretty much the same to a certain extent with some tweaks here and there when he played with the Lakers. Now I remember, like, I used to play video games when Gary Payton was actually, if I'm not mistaken, when he was with the Supersonics, right, okay, and that was way back in the day. I'm probably telling my age, but he was with the Lakers as well. And again, overall, majority of the shoe is black. And I will say this, if you guys haven't figured it out, and I've stressed this time and time again, I'm a major sucker for the color yellow. Even though this is considered like gold or whatever, a university gold, it still looks yellow in my eyes, man. And these right here, I just look at it like it's a bumblebee joint, right? Okay, no matter how you slice and dice it. And 12s, let's keep it real. Even though, again, high cut, still super duper comfortable. So this was my Tuesday shoe, was the Air Jordan 12 University Gold. Cool. Now we're gonna move on to Wednesday. This is a shoe that honestly I have been trying to find the perfect time to bring them out, but honestly, man, wear your kicks at the end of the day. This shoe, I will probably even have to look back on my own video of the unboxing of when I actually copped these guys. I actually paid resale for them, came off the hip with the chips, and it is a super dope shoe. I just don't know why I kept putting them off, but you'll see why real quick, because this one I have never worn before until obviously now. And I'm talking none other than the Air Jordan 4 Off-White. And this was a women exclusive sneaker. So again, I had to get the conversion for a men's size 10.5, which is 11.5 in women's. A shoe that arguably one of my favorites in my collection, but if it's my favorite, why am I not wearing it? So I told you guys I'm gonna do my very best. Every sneaker, if it's in my collection, it's going on my feet and I'm rocking it, right? Okay, timeless classic sneaker. Also, I gotta say RIP to Virgil, man. Now the only thing I'm gonna probably do is switch out the laces, even though I don't mind the laces that are in here. Now this is completely super duper dope, man. One of my favorites in my collection, and to be honest, is gonna get worn, especially, I don't think I got cracked over the head a little bit, but nothing too crazy, obviously, than what the shoe is worth, man. So definitely bringing these guys out on a Wednesday. And yeah, this was my Wednesday shoe, Air Jordan 4 Off-White, RP to Virgil. Cool, now we're gonna move right along to Thursday, because obviously that 4, after relacing them, you still gotta break them in, because they can be slightly stiff. So I wanted to go on something super comfortable just to finish out the week strong, and I chose none other than the Yeezy 350 V2, and this is the Bred joints right here, right? I think when I bought these, obviously they had re-released again, and the resale value on these had went way down. So I just decided to keep it comfortable. Now I will say this, everybody wants to sell Yeezy to be most super duper comfortable shoe. Yes, to a certain extent, but it still has its uncomfortable sides as well. But I wore it just so the versatility, man. And at the same time, y'all know red is one of my favorite colors. And red and black, I just feel like you cannot go wrong with it no matter how you slice it and dice it. And even though Ye is on what he's on right now, I am still not I'm not gonna get rid of my Yeezys, right? Okay, yeah, that was a tongue twister for me, but yeah, the Boost, super duper comfortable. But it's kind of one of those, it's like a Roshi almost, so to speak. I mean, this is supposed to be one of those things you can just slide in and just go, man. So this was just super duper comfortable day as I finish out the week strong, man, because work has been super duper busy for the kid. But anyway, this was my Thursday shoe, the 350 V2 Yeezy Bred. Cool, now we're gonna move on to Friday to close out the week. Now, normally I usually go comfortable on Friday, but I decided to switch it up, and y'all know me, as much as I preach about this being my favorite silhouette, there's your hint right there. You would think that I wear a lot of these shoes a lot more often, but that was me back in the day. But now when the collection grows, I honestly just try to be very versatile as much as possible. So with that being said, a shoe that I actually have worn before, but then it's time to finally bring them out, because I can't remember the last time I actually wore them. And I'm talking none other than the Air Force One Sail Travis Scotts, right? Okay, now the only downside, these joints crease very badly and quickly. Now the camera's probably not gonna do this any justice, but there's an annoying crease right there already for me only wearing them, maybe if I had to guess, maybe like 2 or 3 times, right? Okay, but with that being said, they're still gonna get worn here, and that just comes with it. Now, gum bottom on there. There is a white version of this joint, but you know, obviously that one I think costs a little bit more. So I got the Sail joints, which is close enough for me. Y'all know me at this point. If you haven't figured it out, Air Force Ones are my favorite silhouette of all time, no matter how you slice and dice it, because of the versatility, right? So it only made sense for me to have a Travis Scott. Now I know the back of these joints and the camera's not gonna show this, but these actually do glow in the dark, man. So this was my Friday shoe, man. I decided to go Air Force Ones on them for a chance, you know, which as we get closer and closer to springtime and summertime, which is right around the corner, I'm going to bring out more Air Force Ones. No, you know what I'm saying? Just, it is what it is. And I know what you're saying, this is like a super hype shoe, but it is what it is, man. I mean, shoes are meant to be worn. I told y'all every shoe this year, if I can help it, it's getting worn unless I literally just got the joint. But anyway, this was my Friday shoe, was the Air Force One Sail Travis Scott. All right, man, so that pretty much completes my weekly sneaker rotation for this week. Y'all sign off in the comment section and let me know what you wore throughout the week as well. I'm gonna do my very, very best to get caught up on the comment sections because I know I am slightly behind. But other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of this thing and start rambling, man. Y'all be sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And if you know, consider subscribing. I made content about sneakers. Again, my name is Jeremy Jones, and thank you for watching, and I'm out.